Well, hello there, folks. I'd like to welcome you to the first of many series we like to call Yinz TV. I'm sitting in with my good buddy, Greg Jedikowski, otherwise known as CJ, and this is Paul Rizzotti. They call me Rizz. How you doing today, CJ?
Oh, I'm doing great, man. Now, I couldn't be more proud to be a part of this special program. You know, this is for Steelers fans, true blood Steelers fans. You know, that's all I have to say about that.
It's the Steel City, you know?
Steel City, absolutely, absolutely.
And what a more appropriate time, I think, than right now when we're in the midst of the playoffs for the Super Bowl to be bringing up this special episode of Yinz TV, and it's all about Steelers. The greatest football team ever to be born in the city of Pittsburgh.
Yeah, you can't erase the days, the Iron Curtain and Bradshaw and Franco Harris. You can't erase those days. They're with us forever.
You're taking me back.
Anyway, let's get down to business here.
All right.
First of all, you know, in light of a good dear friend of ours and a very special guy.
God bless his heart.
God bless his heart. Served our city well, was the greatest commentator in, well, let's just say, American history. No doubt about it.
It's a great figure in
Rizz,
American history.
our own Myron Cope, who passed away recently. And, you know, in light of that, I say it's time for a toast. What do you say?
Oh, and what better way to toast, sir, than if you go into the special Steelers basket here.
And see what we got here. I see light. You can't go wrong with I see light. And by the way, our show is brought to you by I see light, Pittsburgh's premier lager. All right.
Cheers to that, sir.
Cheers to that, son.
Myron Cup, and cheers to our Pittsburgh Steelers. Now, as I mentioned, we're right in the midst of the huge playoffs in American football. You know, in Europe they call it football, but it's a slightly different sport. It's completely played with feet.
Yeah,
but,
you know, and I have to say, you know, they say it should be called throw ball, but hey, you know, hey, you use your foot to kick that field goal, don't you?
Right.
And to kick off and to punt.
That's 3 points.
Hey.
3 points can win a Steelers football game.
It surely can.
We
it surely
beat the
can,
Miami
Rizz.
Dolphins
It surely can.
down there in Florida doing that. So
yeah, you know, hey, you know, that's a topic for another time. Though. Let's get down to brass tacks here.
All right, brass tacks it is.
All right. Well, here we are. Now we know that we're going to be playing San Diego, and in next week's you know, round, and you know, what can I say? You know, what's the hot topic now? Roth. Is Roth going to play?
Roethlisberger.
Our beloved Roethlisberger.
Big Ben. That's our Ben right there. That's what he is.
Oh, after that dramatic scene on Heinz Field against the Brownies. I mean, you know, the taking off the mask. You know.
Very, very dramatic. I'll tell you what, people were crying. My mother was in tears during that episode.
My mom called me on her cell phone crying, "Oh, is he gonna live? Is he gonna?" And I said, "Oh, Mom, you know, this is a tragedy." Well, we wish Roth a speedy recovery, and we certainly hope to see him in the playoffs because, you know, I think he's gonna be a huge difference maker when it all comes down to it.
I completely agree with you there, CJ. You know, and I just want to, if I could interject,
please.
I just also want to say, you know, Big Ben. You know, he's had an ups and down season here and there, and you know, he was on the motorcycle accident, on the, you know, the crotch rocket, as the kids call it these days. You know,
absolutely right.
But you know, he's up and he's playing football because it's what he loves to do, and he's doing it for the Steel City, our Pittsburgh Steelers.
That's right. That young man never gives up.
He never fails.
He's a straight shooter.
That's
he's
right.
a team leader.
That's right.
God, he's a legend here already.
He sure is.
He's earned his right.
He took us to the you know, Super Bowl with when our good old buddy Bill Carr was still coaching, and you know, I think he's got a good shot at taking us there again. You know, we're going to face that San Diego Chargers. Now, while we're talking about San Diego, you know, it's somewhat of a tough matchup. We got LT, you know, the Daniel Thomas, and you know, he's
that Rivers guy, you know, what sweet irony, you know. We have like 5 Rivers coming to our city. Oh wait, I'm sorry. Wait, is it 2?
I think it's 3. Actually,
3. Oh, yeah.
I
know. I knew that. Yeah,
yes.
of course. So
it's
a beautiful city. It is. And that guy Rivers, you know, I mean, the kid's inconsistent, you know, and this is going to boil down to is our defense. Of course, we get the pressure on Rivers. We bottle him up in the pocket. Nah. He doesn't have a chance.
Absolutely. I completely agree with this, CJ. And, you know, that's a good point you bring about the defense, because if it weren't for our boys like Troy Polamalu and, you know, some of those others, we wouldn't have what we still have that been existing in the Pittsburgh Steelers Federation for years and years, and that is the Steel Curtain.
Absolutely. Yeah, we're known for our defense, known for our running game. You know, if we play good defense, we run the ball hard, we get Parker involved. It's gonna be uphill battle for them Yinz Chargers. They don't have a chance on our turf. They don't have a chance.
That's right. I mean, you got a better chance of going to the south side on a Sunday, trying to drink a beer on the south side, as for the Chargers trying to beat the Steelers, victory dance in the Super Bowl.
I can't agree more with Rizz. And you know, let's get down to brass tacks here. We keep saying the word Super Bowl, Super Bowl. Of course, we're talking about the Super Bowl. It's right around the corner, and we got we just have so many you know, people calling in, you know, and asking us, you know, who's your pick? Who's your pick?
My mother called in the other day.
Yeah, my uncle called in from the old folks' home, and he asked me straight up. He said, who's going to be in the Super Bowl? Besides the Steelers, and we already know the Steelers are going to be there, of course. You know, that's a given.
That's default. Every season, it's the Steelers that are going to the bowl. There's no doubt about it.
My prediction for the NFC is the Giants. The Giants, I just think they're going to be too difficult. They're a little banged up, but you know, when it comes down to it, we saw that young Manning kid.
Eli,
he can perform under pressure, and the Giants defense are something to be reckoned with. So my prediction is Steelers, Giants, and this year's Super Bowl, and Steelers will be winning it, a sound victory, 31-17.
31. That's pretty good. That's a good figure.
It's going to be a defensive game. There's no doubt about it. No doubt about it.
It will be a defensive game. 31-17. You know, that's a tight score, but I'm going to actually up you just a little bit there.
Up the ante, Rizz. Come on, show me.
42-24, the Pittsburgh Stillers. And I'll tell you why. Because Eli, when he gets the ball going, it's going to be a first half game Giants, right? Eli's going to work the ball, but then the steel curtain's going to come in, keep them to their game in the second half, and we're going to pull away 42-24. That's my prediction. Pittsburgh Steelers, one for the other thumb. Go Steelers.
Go Steelers.
All right, folks, it's been great talking with you today on one of many Yinz TV productions.
Absolutely.
Again, this production brought to you by our wonderful Iron City. And today we're drinking some Icy Light. You know, if you're trying to shed a few pounds, you might want to stick with the Light Bears. But I could go either way. You know, it's Icy, it's Iron City, it's the Steel City, and we love our Steelers.
Go Steelers!